SIM card. All MTN SIM cards are available for the incredible price of just 10 Ghana cedis. Yes, you heard it right. Only 10 Ghana cedis. So head down to any MTN service center, Connect Store, or your nearest authorized community shop. Take advantage of this fantastic offer. And then remember to purchase your new SIM card. And then get connected. All you need to do is to bring your valid Ghana card. It's very simple. Don't buy your SIM anywhere for more than 10 Ghana cedis. What are you waiting for? Experience the most amazing network when you join the Yellow family today. Now listen, I have some info for you. It's the Betway's Scratch and Win, and it's back with a bang. A whopping 9 million Ghana cedis cash prize, or prizes ranging from cash, free spins, free flights, and more from 1st to 31st July 2025. And you may be asking, how do I take part? Simply log into Betway. Bet on sport or casino and you will get your daily scratch card. From there, it's just scratch, match, and win, with every day being another chance to strike it lucky. Only at betway.com.gh today. Terms and conditions apply. Showbiz A to Z on Joy 99.7. My name is Kwame Dadzie. Show produced by Philip and I, supported by Anita Tay. We have Olivier Fangnan on social media. 05511119997 is our WhatsApp number. Just write it down because we're about having a very, very interesting conversation here. So my guest first broke onto the scene with the Boys Casa series, and then he further climbed up the ranks, featured in a lot of A-list movies. He was named Richard Asante by his parents. I'm talking about Enchua's sweetheart. He's the only boss with one S. Bam. And I'm a dingo.
That weekend, we waited halfway.
Kalybos,
my brother,
how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
When I posted your picture on Facebook, man for say, Obi say, "Awaria yo." They say you're looking nice. Oh,
because I had to affirm that notion. Because
yeah,
when they say I got. Yeah, we did 3 years.
It is sweet, eh? Man, it's beautiful.
Thing, you know, if you've been a bachelor with the first degree of it, and you know that you wake up for someone thinking of you, thinking of your well-being, have you eaten, what's going on, even if you have tough days and all that. Gone were the days I'll come back home with myself and or the wahala within the day, I just go to bed with it. But now there's someone to share that with. It's a beautiful thing.
And you are that's it.
Hey, what's yo serious?
And you are, thank you very much, Kalybos. So we're here with Kalybos, and there is some project coming up. But before that, we need to talk. You see,
definitely.
We need to talk now. What is your fondest memory when you were shooting Boys Casa way back?
Oh, to be honest, to get a chance to speak to an Patri. I don't think I've said this ever.
Oh yeah.
No,
you liked that experience.
Yes, because okay, so a little history with that. We're all in the same year. I mean, Kofi Asamoah. The guy who directed it, Asante Patri as well. So we're in the year of 2010 film school year at NAFTI.
NAFTI. Good.
Yes. And now has just completed, Miss Malaika.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she was in the year group with Belamundi also. But I don't think she made it to the final.
To that, okay.
But then we knew there's a beauty queen in our school. And I mean our class.
Yeah.
To be precise. And in our first world, her face will even put you off not to even get close to her. Not that she would deliberately do that, but then she has that, seriousness, like that. Aura between her that you have to kind of respect yourself before you get close to her. You get it? So me in the class, I was just everywhere. Who we don't have to talk to, that's who I'll go and worry you. And I tried worrying her sometime, not on him, but they share me home. You get it? So I'd always wanted a chance to
get closer
and worry her more. That was when we came up with the idea. Kofi said we are going to use Ahonfe and do it. I was like, repeat that thing again. He said Ahonfe, and that's how I told the last. So it was just fun for me to go on set and see her and do my thing, and she also respond towards it like with her normal self. So it was just a natural vibe there, and I like that moment.
Did it grow into something?
It grew into
more passionate.
I wouldn't say passionate, but it grew into a bond that strengthened our relationship with friendship.
Okay,
you understand? Because she wasn't really a people person to have chat with, but me being there, always poking her, worrying her to talk and all that. So now she had a safe haven with me.
Oh,
exactly.
Right.
I can go into a room, we'll chat, she'll go out, bring food, you get what I mean? So she became very fan of me, and I also became very fan of her. So we're just on that.
There were even speculations you guys were dating.
I think I'll put it on the whole dynamic pair, where you see this guy trying to chase someone for every time and not getting a chance. So I think the public sympathized with me. The empathy was more there, like, so we want you to win. People were actually calling her, begging her on my behalf and all that. But then I think that was what made, the Boys Casa series, more publicly accepted, because people understood what we were doing, and they could put themselves in my shoes. That and it was something going on. People who really want to have attention of others and they are not getting, and they always end up messing up and all that. So yeah, it was fun.
Growing up, did you ever think you'd be on the screens? You would be an actor or a comic actor?
I loved the entertainment industry.
Okay.
I loved it. But to truly say I was going to find myself in front of the camera wasn't really the ideal catch for me.
All right.
I knew I was going to be in the film industry, because that's what I wanted to do. That's what, way back.
From which level?
From secondary school time.
Oh, Sute school.
Yes, Sute school.
Okay.
From secondary school time, because I loved everything about the entertainment industry, which, I'm not saying this off, but just by the topic you're talking about, with how we need to put more emphasis on the. Believe you me, way back in school, I don't know if it's still there, we had this Entako. You understand?
Yes.
You go to other schools and it was sports related.
Yes.
And then the entertainment bit was more like the fanfares. You go to other school, they'll be having a fanfare, they'll call you. And the moment you get there, trust me, you find rap battles there, you find dance battles there, you find, people singing and all that. And this thing, it brought like a very beautiful synergy with, the people to adore their talents. So why can't we, elevate this on a national platform and make it, just go with regions. Now the regions can come to a national thing and it becomes something.
Exactly.
And we will be shocked and be amazed with the kind of talent we can get from these things. And definitely just from secondary school, you're entering into tertiary in the career. So it can actually guide your career choice. And if there are musicians in them, they'll do the right thing to, enter into.
What entertainment activity did you perform while in secondary school?
Kwame, so I remember Homos Night, which was normal. Your first time in school, the first Saturday, that's where they adore you to the.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I I love to dance in primary JSS. I attended, St. Anthony's,
all right,
which was then Cheche Kule School. So you should know that my Uncle George, everything about him is about entertainment. So you needed to do something. Oh, I was dancing in school. Serious. Those who know me, my background,
do you
they
still
know that.
have the moves?
It's the name Queen. Me who dance God the money. Wow, I'm around. So yeah, I love to dance. So I entered Sute school with the homos. Now I went to dance, but in the midst of it, I realized there was a rap battle in there and all that. And I love music too. I love to hear melodies. I like the whole era about music. I like it. So even before SS, I used to rap,
No, I have seen you rap before. And you can rap. Charlie Mumani beats.
Yeah.
No. Even before we continue, freestyle, because I have seen Kalybos on stage rap, and I was like, hey,
this rap is secondary school time.
Maya Kakra,
Ache.
Yanko. No, freestyle. Let's go. Okay.
Make a impo.
Joy 99.7 FM, Showbiz A to Z. Kalybos is here, and we're trying to tease a bit of his other side, which is the rap side, yeah? You all know him for the comic side in acting. But this guy is like a dope rapper. Yanko.
We know be my mama tracks and my best feature was so I remember friend. Okay, so I remember way back in school, I did this rap during our homos night. And it was a way to introduce myself.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me see.
Let's go.
Let's start with him. Okay. I went this way. Made the Richido Wusu Asante, SMB block, stripped up. I want to site. Fiti Pyramid School, na mi boogie dance. Harlem shake can go wound to me take. Okay, Shemenu the Jackie, what they can home the bashe, made the you where the book catch bidding before the battery, made the number me same, made the same, made the bed with them, made the bed. Look at me. No, come on.
I love it. Oh, Charlie.
Hello,
you used to rap. Way back.
I used to love, way back I used to listen to Trista a lot.
Okay.
Busta Rhymes, I really didn't understand how they could match up words and twist and still make sense in it. Funny enough, Sarkodie also started doing that. So way back in school, I had this small thing, Palito, that you can tune into.
Yeah.
So I was always tuning into Adom FM, listening to Dr. Duncan,
Kasahari Level,
the Tama Boys, the rap bits. So I love that rap. So I started picking on that twisting bits. And I could do one or two. So I know I'm in school, they got to know that I could do better. So mostly the fanfare bits when we go. That's what I do. I represent my school. Other schools will come with their rappers. We hear, So that thing was fun, and I think it can bring back a lot of talent that now the timid ones in the secondary school, they have a lot of talent.
Oh, yes,
but because
yes.
the platform isn't too there to give them the chance to do it.
I agree.
I heard some time ago a certain secondary school, I wouldn't want to mention the name, like, to be a rapper or to dance, you'll be punished.
See,
I didn't understand.
No. Why should it be so?
You'll be punished.
Why should it be so?
It's all about school. It's all about, books.
Math,
that's what
science,
they are there for.
Science,
You get it. That's what they are there for. So it always brings, a lot of pinch on the industry that it worries. It worries a lot.
You went to NAFTI. Which course did you study?
I studied cinematography.
What is that? Explain.
Great. So cinematography has to do with the whole, you watch a movie, whatever you're seeing is being operated by someone.
Yeah.
Exactly. So mostly they are called the director of photography, which they operate cameras, they operate, do all the camera movements for you to see and have a visual of it. But, NAFTI being a school of all, with our first 2 years, you get to do everything, every little bit of what the industry has or the courses, the department that's at NAFTI. So we did a little bit of directing, a little bit of, screenwriting, TV production, sound, animation. We did all of it. So after your second year, then you narrow down to what you want to, go down with. So anybody coming out from NAFTI there, wabing.
And my producer Anita says she also attended NAFTI.
Yes.
Yes. Wabing.
Being the wabing, because you can. Kwame, gone were the days. I always use my year group as an example, because we coming in, the entrance exam was to film something.
Before?
Yeah, you do a practical, then you come and write, an entrance exams as well. So for some of us, it put us on a little higher level, because I was studying, understudying my boss in the industry, John Passer.
Okay.
So I was his camera assistant for him on Spar Production,
okay.
Venus Films. I mean, we're doing adverts and all that. So my reason to go to NAFTI, funny enough, on Shelley's sets, you find my boss. Shelley also attended NAFTI.
Yeah.
The sound guy, Maoli Tofa. So all the crew guys were like NAFTI guys. And when we are filming, and then Shelley will bring in, an instant when they were filming in school, something happened. Like the fun when they say things about NAFTI, uncle be cry or you get me? But this was me that I've the cinematography I wanted to do. I'd learned the best part of it from my boss, which is John Passer. So I didn't really see the need to go to school for it. You get me? But then per what they were saying about NAFTI and all that, I told him no.
Charlie.
I want to just go and learn the theory bit of it too. So yeah, me coming into NAFTI, I wouldn't boast about it, but then I was on a upper hand above my other colleagues.
Because you have the practical experience.
So me coming in my year group, then I realized, hey, it wasn't just me. We had Peter Sodofia, who was in my class.
Oi.
Araba, Kalido, Hawafetu, Kofi Asamoah. So these guys were like guys who are also like hard guys in the industry, and we are all coming to learn the theory part of it. So in my year group, it was a competition. Yeah, you have to do something so that we get to know. So, gradually, it was a must that I wanted to do or shoot my first movie after I started with the acting bit and doing that.
Beautiful.
To shoot my first movie before I said from the school.
And you did?
Yes,
which was
Kalybos in China.
Yes.
My very first Kalybos in China, which we premiered 2015, and still now it still holds that record of the most, attended premiere ever, a silver bed. Because as at 2-3 a.m., people were still queued outside to watch the movie because they've seen the skits. They've fallen in love with the characters, the skate. Now they needed a longer version of it. So one fact of it wasn't even in our intention to make it a movie, because now people wanted a lot of it. So we're shooting skits. Okay, let's find a simple storyline in between them and film it. And then in the process, we realized, no, this is something we can actually do. So Kofi Asamoah, again, he was managing me by the, a student managing a student. Hard guy.
Is he in Ghana? Is he around?
Yes, he's back in.
Oh, okay.
He's back in Ghana.
Okay.
Every time I'll give him his flowers. Kofi actually, he discovered me.
Yeah.
Let me put it to say. He discovered me because before then, school Kofi is a hard guy. So, long and short of it, we did our first movie, and people really thought we wouldn't go to China. Yeah. And the storyline in it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Trying to find greener pastures, traveling to South Africa, America, and then I find myself in China. You go to China to a place you have no one there, you know no one, and something. So that movie actually, it was a God-given,
Is that the only movie that you produced so far in your entire career?
No, we've done a lot. After Kalybos in China, year after year came a different movie.
Okay.
From that, we shot Amachi and the Day.
Amachi and the Day.
Amachi and the Day. So Majid Bishop, I've idolized him so much. I mean, I used to love it back in the days of Things We Do for Love. I love this actor. So to him and how we shot this movie, we had an encounter with him, and I walked up straight to him. I was like, Papa, I beg, I want to do a movie with you. He said, hey, Kali, see, my wife, my kids, they even love you, Lord. So it wasn't something.
It wasn't difficult at all.
No. He was willing to, and he loved the comedy bits of it. And after reading the script, now the calls were rather coming from him. Like when I with and the synergy with him, I learned a lot from him too when we were on sets, because he's one guy. Trust me, before you even deliver his dialogues, he's rehearsed it. You hardly see Papa, when we're about to film. So mostly when they are, let's say we're filming a scene here and they're setting up, that's where he will vanish. You'll not see him. Rehearsing with himself, and he has to get the cues. He knows your dialogues. You understand? So you can't, he's someone that you'll be acting and then your dialogue, maybe you forget to say something.
Yes, sir.
You understand? He knows his way. His discipline towards acting, I haven't seen some in any actor before. Maybe some few ones.
Wow.
But yeah, Majid was so.
All right, Joy 99.7 FM, Showbiz A to Z. My name is Kwame Dadzie, and I'm here with Kalybos. Yeah, we're having a convo. Now, let's talk about how you relate with your fans. Sometimes you celebrities, when the fans see you, they want to hug you, they want to take pictures. How do you relate with them in that manner?
I've been a fan of someone before. I've been a fan of John Dumelo before. I've been a fan of, Majid. Let me just put it in the entertainment industry. I've been a fan of a lot of people, and I knew the kind of joy I had the first time I met John Dumelo to take a picture with him. I was so happy. Me print grab on them. You see, I grab my you get me? So
I didn't know what.
Oh yes. I mean, now not about that one. I mean, now John is my guy.
Oh yeah.
You get me? So I mean, I wouldn't think of you as a celebrity anymore. Now you are more like a friend.
A brother or a friend.
Yeah. It was at my wedding. I mean.
Oh okay. And you're back now, me dream.
Me I say na me can no me can. So yeah, I know of how that feeling is.
Yeah.
And I've seen how a fan approached a celeb and the snobbing bits, how the person cried. I saw it with my eyes. So it's never ever been one fun factor. One time I was in a traffic. And it was a heavy traffic on this Osu Road.
Yeah.
And a car pulled by my side and he's going to pick up his kids, and they saw me. Yeah. So they were all happy about it. They wanted to take a picture and all that. And then father was telling them, no, it's a traffic. I mean, you wouldn't even come down. And I watched ahead of me and I saw that the traffic was, heavy. So I got out from my car and I asked if I can sit at the back and take, and I sat in the back. We took pictures. The man was just shocked and looking at me and he took my number. So he called me afterwards. It will end up to something. He called me later on and was like, he really doesn't live in Ghana, but then mostly when he comes, he likes to be with the kids and all that. And there was a time they went to the mall and they saw this actress. I wouldn't mention name.
Okay.
The kids, kids, they were happy. Daddy, I want to take a picture. And he took the kids to the actress. The actress just snubbed the kids and walked off. The man said he felt so bad. It made him had a little, bad blood for actors in Ghana and all that. But when I did that, he was surprised. And when he said when he even Googled about me, I was even bigger than whoever they were going to take the picture. So he didn't really understand it. So he invited me to his office. I went there. We had a little chat and something, and he gave me an envelope. And this envelope, brand name were ha. Cause as a pepper, so me pejako so grada, I see like $100 be an baby. So I wasn't any or anything. So I sat back in my car, I drove off. Something hit me like open the envelope.
Open it.
I opened the envelope and it was a check. I flipped it. You want to hear the amount?
I want to hear that. You have chopped
the biggest free bono money I've ever had in my life. It was 100,000 Ghana cedis.
Which year was this?
This was 2016.
2016.
Yes.
100,000 Ghana cedis. Check.
Yes.
Huh.
And I'm the Tom second car.
So you see.
I sat in the car. I remember I go home and that was when I opened it. It's like, so get me. The foolish sense of me. I called the man back.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, boss, sorry, I told you, I think you made a mistake in in the zeros. Cause
good boy.
The zeros is he laughed. So I know that.
Now I can say 100 Ghana. You thought it was 100 cedis.
So long and short of it,
I
don't really see the reason why some of them might do that. Because take away the blessings that come out of it, this guy sleep. But then these are the people who made you. You understand?
I get it.
Without the hill, without the accolades and all that, you are no one.
Basically, you celebs are also human beings. Sometimes you have something you're dealing with.
Exactly.
You're not in the right frame of mind.
That bet is there.
Yeah.
But Kwame, guess what? This thing of, can we take a bit? It doesn't even take a minute.
Yeah.
Whatever you are dealing with, you can pause to drink water, can't you?
True.
So I don't think it's any big deal of, trying to, I admit, some of them are very, so we went to premiere. This was John and John. I think our third movie. Yeah, Itakrade.
Yeah.
So I think God is love or something. Some popular trouble be in Itakrade. We were there and we were eating and this man came in and he saw me. I mean, I was with my crew. Kofi, all the guys were there. He came and my hand was in the fufu. We were eating fufu. He came and he held my hand. Hey! Kalybos, Bele, my guys were ready to fight. Like
when your hand was in the food.
Yes. I was like, bruh, sorry, Jimmy Sembeni. Oh, did the money I was a bit peeved because it didn't really make sense.
Yeah.
But then I had to calm down and realize there are some two different type of people.
Of course.
I mean, I had to a little bit teach him lesson, kakra. What I say is he was wearing a very nice kaftan, white kaftan.
Oh.
Same one now pajamas.
And Quebec.
And I'm so many two netting. Make graffiti netting na. Maybe I make a pam. Maybe I'm someone and winning in our.
No, you're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. As well, Jimmy, so it boils down to say that some of them they just have to, get to know the space they are in, the situation, and speak to them nicely. It will happen. Get there.
Have you tried stand-up comedy before?
Hey, Kwame.
Stand-up comedy.
The whole scope of comedy. You need to understand your strong, your strong belonging.
Good.
I'm easy going with people with what I'll say to bring humor and all that. MCing, I get to do it. I put in and all that. But put me on the spot to tell a joke, I'm blank. That's it. That's it with me. Mine is true acting.
Okay.
I can act the joke out perfectly. Do it. I mean, have a conversation, bring it out perfectly. But to sit and write about a joke, and so it made me understand that to be a comedian doesn't necessarily mean you can be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
You have your sector of where you belong to. But then I've tried it a couple of times. I've done it. My first one I did, so this was an event promoter in Europe. Right. I even have the picture. So they organized an African, they called it an Afric comedy.
All right.
So then they picked me from Ghana. They picked Emanuela.
The Nigerian,
yes.
Now she's old. Now
she's old. Now Sister Emanuela. I even think we came to one of the, it was a Joy or something to
all right.
have an interview some time ago. Anyway. And then they picked Njugush, he's from Kenya, and Kasime from Uganda. Yeah. So it was a whole Africa and one guy from South Africa. So we did a comedy tour in Europe. We did Frankfurt and, Hamburg. Yes. That was when the promoters actually realized that to be a comedian, to act it out, doesn't mean you're a stand-up comedian. They didn't know of that fact. So when we came together and realized this was what they were trying to make us do, none of them could stand on a stage and talk a joke. So we quickly came together with, I chipped in with, I'm good with getting all these scenarios and all that. So we acted it on stage.
On stage?
And trust me, it was my best
smart
performance ever.
Whoa.
These were people I've never done any skit with them. We know of each other through social media and all that. And then just that divine time, we put up something and it was crazy.
Wow.
It was crazy. I really loved it. So I think when it has to do with stage drama, which I've done one before for Fifi Coleman directed it and all that, I'm good at that side.
Yeah.
But when it has to do with stand-up comedy, I mean, MCing, I know how I can go about my way, but for me, Jones, I make a joke. No.
It's not your thing.
It's not my thing.
All right, guys, we have Kalybos here, Richard Asante. Also a Kalybos, the only boss with one S. You can send in your messages 0551111997. He's here with us. Let's talk about politics, shall we? So, what?
Yeah.
No, why did you decide to get involved in politics as an actor, as a comic actor, a comedian?
I've always had this thing with me. To get involved in something, I believe it's right. I believe it will serve a purpose for someone. Never about any selfish gain. Never about any talk about it. Whatever I joined with MPP, I've never gained anything from it.
Oh.
But then, this was my reason to it. Again, if you have an Ashanti home and we pay with TV so that and the family know that you're on TV with them, the moment you're on TV, you are rich.
Yeah.
Oh, you have all the money in your pocket. Kwame, if I was to tell you back in the days when, free SHS never came on,
yeah,
Ebedru September be an media. But the amount of school fees I pay, I shock. Because, from the family side, from the mother side, and even in my area, my community I live in. Do you get it? And all of it were coming out of school fees. They come and it's about school fees, So my motive to join, help, champion something that was being put up was with the free education.
Oh, wow.
And I've said it over and over. I went in for that policy. And I felt
so prior to that, you were not affiliated to the MPP?
No. Not any political party at all.
Oh, okay.
I've worked with both sides and all that. And I realized, I can be a little bit selfish here with it. Because if I can throw my weight on it to push and make sure this thing facilitates, that means I can save some money. And believe you me, it did happen. Now I could save money and start doing some projects that I've always wanted to do. Because it was crazy, Papa. I wouldn't get money after September. Because and after fees, you know what happens. Showbiz A, provisions and all that. So now it became something that I was like finding ways and means to, sort this thing out for myself so that I can also. And then this thing came in. And then I said, okay, I want to be part to help champion it. It's on record there. I've always said it.
Yeah. And
it's a political party. Whatever it is, we're in a democratic, country.
Exactly.
Sure. So it's always been on that, platform. And through that with my affiliation on how I help with the, I got to get a work offer from Samia Uku.
Oh, you had an offer.
Yes, to work as a presenter at the NLA.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you had that job through your affiliation. Okay.
Because with him, I didn't even know him from nowhere. But then he saw what I did to push, with the free SHS and all that. And he was appointed as the Director General of, NLA. I was like, okay, this is a guy who helped us let me also find him a job. Where Bonnie. So, yeah. And this job wasn't because I was being pushed or paid this amount. I was working as a normal worker there.
Okay.
You understand?
But the salary was good, right?
Say again.
You say? The salary was good, eh?
Oh, yeah. Send me to Kako. And it's a TV,
Yeah.
Or there wasn't any clothes allowance. There wasn't any fuel allowance for me.
Yeah.
So where would they come from? And I can't wear a particular clothes, So all of these were something to subsidize all these bits. So to me, it was a work thing. Oh, normal. I mean, salary, civil servant. What you saying?
No, ask my boss. If he's able to tell you his, I'll tell you mine.
Don't you produce a different
Oh my God.
Yeah, but he's a good man. I mean, I'll always give him his flowers.
Good.
Put politics aside.
Yeah.
You understand? Because if you can do your case study and get to know the changes it brought to NLA, you'll be shocked. All machines that was being used for the lottery. We are 1957 at when Brennan, the man who brought lottery to the world, actually, he set up the national lottery, and machines were used, and one and that's all.
Okay,
you understand? They were old. Other countries have evolved and brought in different. He changed the face of lottery, and everything was just beautiful. And
wow,
what he's done at NLA. He deserves his flowers.
But did your affiliation to the MPP affect your career in any way?
No.
People didn't come after you, insulting you on social media, attacking you.
Oh, coming after me, dear. It's only social media. Because you can't see me in person and say it to my face. Where do you know me from? Do you get it? And I've had this thing, with social media and how trolls goes and how it's an opinion platform.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything there. Whatever you say, I've never deleted comments from my page.
Okay.
Major.
But do you respond to them?
I have before. But I had to delete it. Because now, what I went to write, I went to the guy's page and another thing about being a celebrity, so my philanthropy side of me, most of them people will DM you, also Charlie, something for a boy, I no job today. So,
yeah.
And it's something I don't know, but I created a group for it. So each person who I'll sort out something, I add them to the group and all that. And I remember this particular handle, he kept on coming and all that. And something he wanted to write about me on a page I saw with political affiliation and all that. I wanted the matter manage me. So, but then the handle, it kept on recurring. Like I've seen this handle before.
Yeah.
And I went to check in that group 10 of the people I saw and all that on social media, and I realized it was this same guy. What they be about something small and I give you what could you on a woody matem? And I wrote a whole essay.
Oh, you were pained.
I was, because I didn't understand. This guy to prosperity will judge you, but then there were things like medical bills and all that. And then upon all, you can still go and write all these about me. No. That was where I was like, okay, it's not my platform. So I just stopped, and whatever you say, it's who you are. I know who I am and I know what I stand for. It's your opinion. It's not my reality.
Exactly. Exactly. How did you feel when the MPP lost the 2024 election?
How do I feel? I wasn't indifferent about anything, seriously, because.
But at least you were expecting the party to win.
Of course.
Were you so confident that the party will win?
Confident, I wouldn't say 100%, because I had my reasons. With our democratic era in our country here, it's more like after 8 years, your 2 terms be out there, park economy from and it depends on how peeved people are, how aggravated people are during your last term, and we can all attest to it. This one, it's not about any party, but it was in a shamble, it was in a mess. For a lot of things going bad. So exactly what would have happened if it was bound to happen. Let me just put it that way. For them to also sit back and report about everything that's gone on, how the people received it. Got to a time they weren't really for the people. That's what I think the problem came out for. And now I think they are righting their wrongs, and they'll reckon ahead and do better.
So in effect, you think the MPP had not done enough to win the hearts of Ghanaians during the 2024 elections?
They did enough, but there were a lot of things that was impeaching them in their own office. Do you get it? That's what I say. I don't want to go into big scope of it, but then we all saw what the economic hardship was, happening. And all that. I'm a full party person, but if it's A, you have to say A, and that's what it is. Most of the party people know about this. You understand? There was problem. There was Obi and Aswedin, things weren't going right.
Obi and Aswedin in the party.
Who
was that?
Why not? Hey, Kwame.
At someone, Monsieur 05511119997. Kalybos is here with us today, and we're having a conversation, a beautiful one, of course. Do you think Dr. Bawumia was the right choice for the party?
Beautiful, because I can't forward Casabium Gasset. I can't tell an account. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
When there's a master, a slave will always inherit whatever carcass or whatever problem it is. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Distinguish him from the master.
Okay.
I think
the master, you mean former president?
You only say Dr. Bawumia. Do you get it?
Kalybos will kill me today.
And you see, I'm just straightforward with stuff.
Good.
What it is. And most of the party people know. This is not something new. And only one caucus or conference call. You can't come out to say, because that's what it's been. And Diom Kudru say, you understand?
Yeah.
Had it been there was a little trust in, a lot of people, or a little, hearing from them, it would have changed a lot of things. But it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. But believe you me, Dr. Bawumia had a very clear and good chance to lead the party.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So NDC takes over, and President Mahama has appointed a number of creatives into various positions, some very influential positions. What do you make of that?
I think it's brilliant, first of all. I think I've not seen any of the creative appointees being appointed into their various departments. I haven't seen any of them who doesn't deserve it.
Okay.
You understand? Both party, they have such people,
all right,
which are capable of doing what they have to do. Turn up! Hey! I forgot I'm on the radio. Yeah,
but we understand. The turn up general is here.
He has too much fast. You see, I'm have to take
turn up. All right.
Yo.
Good to see you, man.
All right. Also joining us is Mercury Kwe, father of all DJs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kwame, great conversation. I mean, I was enjoying it, man.
Kalybos is
some interesting revelations.
I tell you.
I tell you. That's what it is. The truth will kill you, but say it, man. That's what it is.
He was not able to mention some names, be and things, but
oh, the names in there, you see.
You must understand.
You put 1 to 1, you know say be 2.
at a point, cross your comfort. Why not your comfort? No, you dream why and tell you.
Man, guys,
Also, when Kokasa comfort,
but the headlines on the mobile tram, mama read it through, right?
Or better, so you answer for them.
Yes.
So Kalybos,
no
we're talking about the NDC creatives who've been appointed to various positions.
Yeah. I think it's in the right directions because most of them, they have bright ideas, which you have no idea of, unless you put them into power, unless you put them into office for them to work. Then you get to know. I mean, they are creative because they are streaming through one particular, department. Let me just say, which is through the creative industry. So all you know is they are just actors. They are just actors. I'll put myself as an example. I don't even remember what I've made out of my acting money. Never. But the outside bit of it, I've done a lot. You understand? Which when you delve into it, that's where you know that, oh, I wish you even do this more than the acting. Because, of course, acting in itself in Ghana wouldn't pay that much. And that's the exact thing you find in these creatives that's been appointed into power, into various departments. And I think it's in the right choice. It will give creatives certain, courage to do more for themselves and for the country as well.
If the MPP won power and wanted to give you an appointment, would you take it? Why? Why?
I'm okay with what I'm doing. Exactly.
You don't have political ambitions?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Recently, Chris Safo was on OKFM and he was talking about how he's jealous of the NDC creatives who've been appointed to various positions, and also saying that the MPP did not respect its creatives like how the NDC is doing for their creatives. If you hear something like this, how do you feel about it? You know, Socrates is your party.
Yes, I know.
Member, yeah.
I know. I mean, again, that's his opinion. But again, he's also a creative.
Is it a reality? Does the MPP not give that respect to its creatives when it comes to appointments?
I can say so.
They don't? So you agree with Socrates?
If whatever it is, a close friend of mine, right? Hey, that's my ex.
Hey. Are you serious about that?
Yeah, that's my ex. You can ask her. Hello, ex. Oh, you're my wife.
Sweet ex.
Yeah. Sweet. There's sweet attached to it. So you see, talking about the creatives, you can easily mention a person like Prince David Osei.
Okay.
Brilliant guy with different brilliant ideas. You understand?
Yeah.
And he's been with the party for so long.
Yeah.
So you ask yourself, why wasn't he appointed?
That's the question.
Exactly.
But was he interested in any position at all?
Every creative will be interested in.
Except Kalybos.
Except me. Yes. On record, except me. I'd rather be the engine force behind it to push it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Socrates himself, he's a creative, right? Yeah. But he was appointed to power.
Yes. The Commission on Culture, he was director of Creative Arts Project or something, yeah.
So he could have answered it better that why was he there?
But he's talking about the numbers. He thinks the NDC has larger numbers of creatives in government.
They do.
Yeah.
They do, because MPP itself, you have to have a tough skin to be a creative and outdoor yourself to be part of them and, be there and be seen in the screen like that. So there are lots of them who are behind closed door. They wouldn't want to come for. But I think when it has to do with appointments and let's say MPP is in power, you see all of them. They all come out.
They all come out.
Yeah, because the appointment is.
Joy 99.7 FM, we're here with Kalybos. Yeah. And but Kalybos, you have one movie that is about to be premiered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A Kiss Too Late.
Uh-huh.
Who is the producer of this movie?
Prince Fad.
Okay.
Exactly. He's a very young. I've worked with him on an NLA commercial before.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. His professionalism towards work is just beautiful.
Wow.
So he got into contact with me, gave me the script. I was like, oh, there's something I see myself playing. The storyline is actually very simple. You know, two hustling couple.
Mm-hmm.
They've been together, and even where they live, you can tell that. Yeah. And the whole problem of, getting into connection with someone, a female from our side, and then trying to change my situation for me, and how it will affect my relationship. And along the line, she also gets the same thing. To wine a baby wine, and how it unfold. It's just a simple storyline which is more relatable to a lot of young adults living together, trying to make it for themselves. Yeah.
So apart from you, which other actor is in there?
Great. We have Sabina Jifa. Yes, she's the female I played with.
Okay.
A very lovely, hardworking girl, all over TikTok. I mean, I've worked with her before in a commercial.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. And I saw how good she is in front of camera, and that's one thing we have to pay attention to. I mean, they have to pay attention to with their acting careers.
Yeah.
A lot of these, TikTok influencers, let me just put it because that's the name they've given themselves. Most of them are very creative, because how did TikTok actually came up? I mean, by mimicking people and all that. Some mimic people more than the real original people themselves. But then it doesn't make you original, make you authentic. So I've had a talk with her before. I was like, what is you that you do? Let's see you.
Yeah.
And I saw her in the movie, and I was so amazed. You understand? So it was, I would say I'm the only, known out there.
Okay.
But the others, most of them, I was blown away.
Wow. So when is the premiere?
It's premiering on the 9th of August at the Silverbird Cinemas, Accra Mall, West Hills Mall. Same time, which is 7 p.m. and a.m. The other day, you bomb by your way. Yeah, quite far one. 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. That's the first showing, and the second showing. 100 Ghana cedis for tickets. Very cool. It's a family movie.
Nice.
Exactly. You enjoy it. Me and Nate definitely humor the empire to that. You get all the rom-com in it, the storyline beautiful production, quality on top. This is a movie that's worth your money. So.
All right, Kalybos is still here with us. Let me introduce to you our special guest, another special guest. She used to be a regular here. She dog we.
She's been appointed.
We have in the studio Soraya Opare Riley, and she is a talent manager and events planner. Let me say hi to Soraya. Hi,
How
Soraya.
you doing, darling?
Long time.
It has been.
Soraya.
Yeah.
Is it because I'm married?
All
You
of
are calling someone
exes.
darling?
Everybody here is my ex.
Okay, then
You are not
Then
the
it's
only
okay.
one. It's
Except-
not just you.
Except me, quick.
My way is selfish. Oh, why feel darling? Somebody darling. You.
Okay, I get it.
It's okay. Look at all the things wifey has been doing for you.
Okay.
Then Mercury Quay is also here with us. He is host of Cruise Control on Hits FM, also the founder of Ghana DJ Awards. Turn up. Yeah. Right. Okay. And we have we have our next guest, who is also a former artist. Yes. He's a former artist and now an artist manager.
Sir,
Yeah.
who be that?
Nana Poku Ashes. Give it up for him.
Former artist from Faith Project.
Yeah.
Who they mean now?
Ashes, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kwame.
Good. So before, okay, even Kalybos is not leaving now. I think the next topic for discussion, I'm very sure you'll be interested in it.
Sure.
We're looking at performers and how event organizers treat them. So the organizers were here the previous years and they said, oh, they've been charging too much. They've been doing this. So now we have brought them and their managers to talk about it. So Kalybos, please stay on for us. And even before we switch to the next side of the conversation, let me pick thoughts from Mercury and the rest of the guests right here. All the things we've said so far, the conversation we had with Kalybos. Mercury. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know,
our man is here. We've been talking about politics,
Right.
Marriage and everything, and the politics side. And he was trying to swerve, but it's okay.
It's essential, to keep him afloat. I want to say that I really appreciate, his progress. I have been a fan from day one. And I love, how he's been able to maintain relevance in the system, how he's been able to creatively, get into the realms of politics and still, is here, and he doesn't look as bad as some people that I don't want to mention. So, congratulations to him, I saw him at the Guinness Ghana DJ Awards, punched by Majid. Oh, you punched Majid.
Yeah. Oh, that was when we were going to premiere Amache and Dede.
Okay.
We came on with Moisha, right?
Moisha, excellent stuff. So, kudos to him, and I'm wishing him all the best on his upcoming project. We'll be there to support him.
Great.
Yes.
Great. Nana Bogu Ashes. We have our brother here today. We've spoken at length regarding a lot of things, but he has a movie that he started coming up 9th August, which is Too Late. A Kiss Too Late.
Kiss Too Late.
A Kiss Too Late. A Kiss Too Late. Yeah. The kiss didn't come early.
That kiss brought a whole lot of things.
Nana Bogu Ashes. Any word for our brother?
Is that personal experience?
I should think so.
Well, every movie
can fit.
The synopsis, it can fit, because you need to have a real life story to have something to say about a movie. So yeah, if it's happening before, then that means you
it
can
has
relate.
happened before.
To you maybe.
Anyway, the growth of Kalybos has been exceptional. I have known him from NAFTI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Trying to carve his way into limelight, and which he has done it so beautifully. Comic with knowledge, I call it so. Yeah. You see, a lot of comedians, quote unquote, don't take the educational part serious.
Yeah.
But if you combine the two, it gives you power. And then, because he's an art director, coming from an art school, I'm expecting to see the cinematography on point, storyline on point, a lot of detailing and coloring on point.
But he didn't make the movie.
No, but then he didn't make
I'm trying to help you out.
He didn't make it, but
He's like,
I'm just saying, because he's coming
that's-
from a background.
I'm not catching you, but that's one bit of having dual,
That pressure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
I'll
a
give it to you.
cinematographer by profession, and I'm acting. And I see a camera angle that they are filming, and I realize this is not
It's
the
not
proper
the-
way,
yes,
and even with
now.
lighting. So I end up always doing, and I can't
Course.
sit and watch. Do you
Course.
understand? And good to know that most of the camera guys, the DOPs, they know my background. So any, something I chip in to say, let's do it this way and all
They
that.
welcome.
They
understand
listen
and
to
they
you.
welcome it. And
Yeah.
Okay, that's
they
beautiful.
act upon it. So
Yeah. Well, when people of that stature come, create stuff, it gives it some weight. A lot of people appreciate Tyler, but they don't know his background. He's got solid school background.
Yeah.
From Fusel. Don't play. And that's one of the top schools in the world when it comes to movies, and that's the guy's background. He went to school, he went to study. So he chooses everything with detail and precision. And that's what I'm expecting from you if I'm going to watch a movie from Kalybos. I'm not just watching the movie, because some of us, we've passed that stage where we watch movies. I look out for so many things. Yeah.
that's so
You don't just watch.
No.
That's so true.
Yeah, you're
That's
always
true.
on set doing something, and then when you are watching a movie, you're watching what everybody's watching. No, I'm not watching
the
that.
movie.
I don't remember watching a movie just once.
Yeah.
I watched it like 3 times.
Okay.
There are things you need to
First
spot.
watching camera
You are watching
angles
with the technical-
without-
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yep. The cinematography must talk to me. I'm watching every picture with detail. So that's what I'm expecting from you. And if we get more of this coming in our industry, I'm sure, our thing will look beautiful again. We need I don't understand why the NAFTI students are not used. I really don't understand.
Are they not used? Are your people not?
I think they are underused in this country, if you ask me. They are all targeting TV stations.
Yes.
Majority of them, as soon as they are done from that place, is TV stations.
You see, the film bit, the film industry itself, its production house already have people there. They don't go in for others. Do you understand? Venus Films has its cinematographer there. You know, Shelley has.
Okay.
So it's hard to penetrate in that sector. Whereas, you know, the TV side,
It's already made.
there are lots. There are lots that you can work from. So trust me, a lot of them are there. But to have that, and for a production house to constantly use you, like my boss, for instance, John Passer, I don't. So everything about John Passer should be someone who he recommend. Do you get it? But to come in from, it's hard for them because you are now come to build up the trust with them. You know, as the director.
Wow.
I think
Anyway.
when you have a limited budget, especially in this industry, you have a limited budget. It doesn't allow you to take risks.
Yeah.
So what happens usually is the students come in, and before I'm going to give a new person a chance to actually get behind the camera and put my whole production behind them, I need to see 6, maybe I would say 5-6 years worth of working.
Okay.
But and also unfortunately, because of YouTube and social media, a lot of young people don't want to cut their teeth, I would say, like, you know, gorilla train. They just want to, I finished school,
Yeah.
I should get that job. So it's a double-edged sword. It's both sides.
Okay. Soraya, your words to Kalybos, that's all.
I have nothing to say to this man. He has not paid child support. He has not paid alimony. He just got married. He just got married and left me.
All right, John 99.7 FM and Kalybos, I think you can do better.